them is literally don't get flustered. Take your time in terms of orienting yourself medially and laterally. Like that's huge. Like that'll give you.
Are you guys like moving the class?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's gonna be an interesting dynamic. Could you pick this up for me? Yeah. So like really orient yourself medially and laterally, and then like that gives you like gastrocnemius medial head, lateral head. I know the adductor muscles because that's medial. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just like think in your head, I'm medial. Every muscle that you label, think of where you are. So we're gonna start anteriorly and then superficially. So here we have which set of like traditionally what are these muscles? Like what do you always hear even if you don't know anatomy?
Quads.
Yeah, you got your quads. So it's split up into, first of all, what would this be?
Rectus femoris.
Yep. So now we have the vastus. So if this was
Wait, this is rectus. Yeah.
Yep, rectus femoris. So now we have two vastus muscles superficially. So knowing where I am, what do you think this is?
Medius.
So medialis is like medialis. I'm pretty sure what the name of it. And then vastus lateralis. So then deep to that, what we can't see would be intermedius. Yep. So it can be confusing when you write it. So it's medialis, lateralis, intermedius, not intermedialis. You're probably gonna, I guarantee we get so many of those. So then orienting yourself here too, just superficially, what do we have here with that spans with this like band?
Tensor fasciae latae.
And then
Yeah, it's iliotibial. Is that on the example?
could be.
Okay.
I don't know.
Probably.
Double check if it's called tract in your notes or band. I think it's
Yeah.
I think it's interchangeable, but like I would say band like not taking this class. Yeah. You don't need credit, it's fine. Yeah, so then let's move this way, and we're just gonna do these two muscles right now, and then we're gonna work our way down. So what is this?
Sartorius. Gracilis.
Awesome. Okay. So do you want me to just run through real quick what these were, and then I can give the full description afterwards?
Oh, yeah.
So we have rectus femoris, vastus medialis, because we're medial, vastus lateralis. Deep to that is vastus intermedius, tensor fasciae latae, iliotibial tract, sartorius, gracilis. Okay? Awesome. And then there's more, but we're not going to do that right now. We're going to move posterior. Posterior. So what's the first thing you guys do that I said?
Orient yourself.
So what is this now?
Now's the lateral, that's medial.
Lateral, medial. So first thing I do is when I'm like, even if I see this pinned, I like figure out, this is random, but this is my technique. I find semi-tendinosus because it's most easiest distinguishable. So you have this very tendinized muscle that makes up that part of that pes seroneus and seroneus. So we have semi-tendinosus. Deep to that is semi-membranosus. So semi-tendinosus, semi-membranosus,
Biceps femoris.
and there's a long head and a short head, so
Long head.
long head. And then here, it's really hard, it's kind of mangled, the short head. So semi-tendinosus, semi-membranosus, biceps femoris, long head, biceps femoris, short head. So now let's move distally and stay superficially. We'll go deep as well. So now what is this big chunk of muscle? So now, which side is this? So gastrocnemius lateral head, gastrocnemius medial head. Deep to that. Amazing. And then we can't see it well on this one, but you can see posterior. Yes. So it's not well here. And then, is it tendon or ligament? Which way is it written in your?
It's written as tendon, not artery. Yeah.
It's tendon? Okay, because I've heard it as ligament. That wouldn't make sense to me, but like, okay.
Wait, what is it?
Calcaneal tendon.
Calcaneal.
Yes. Calcaneal.
Calcaneal.
Calcaneal. Yes, calcaneal. Oh, also, the first time, I forgot to tell them that this was the plantaris.
Okay.
I'll let them know after that. plantaris, and that's deep, and you can see it really well in this one. I guarantee they'll pin that. It's kind of a view. So,
There's only 5 questions on these.
really?
I don't know, I was asking.
I don't know how they I'm not sure. They've restructured like a lot of it. I took this literally 2 years ago, so I don't know what they do now. Like,
Wait, she said like on the practice exam there was no functions, but we were gonna have to write functions, right?
yeah, you'll write like for like so like you could get this. At least when I took it, I need to double check with her for you guys. But like if I got this, it could be like this. I know that muscle, but then I also could have got like what is an insert or like what is a function of it. So you just have to know what that is.
Yeah, I don't think we're writing insertions.
I don't think we're writing insertions. I think we're just doing functions.
Okay,
They can ask.
that's right.
We'll make it easier.
Okay, so it's not insertions of like this, but like on the bone, like you'll do.
Yeah, like
Yeah, like she'll point you
muscle
to insertion.
Yeah.
Okay, then function, yeah. And like you'll get the function if you really don't know. Look at the side again. Like
Do you have to list all the functions, right? Like in the
yeah.
Do you know, like, what if you list like 2 and there's 3 to get the whole thing wrong?
That's gonna be figuring out about I don't know the grading mechanism yet. So anyway, moving more distally. So it's not as easily seen here, but you on the other model, remember when there was like a tendon split? Do you guys know what that was called?
Patellar extension.
Yeah, patellar. Wow, ligament. Yeah, that's why I'm getting
Is
confused.
this ligament?
I'm gonna double check with Sam about because I saw it written 2 ways, like both of these 2 ways, and I just So double check on the calcaneal and the patellar. So this one don't worry about this model being tested on that. That one's split. So what'd you say?
it says patellar ligament in
Ligament.
here.
What
Okay.
about the calcaneal?
It doesn't even say. It does literally doesn't even say. But you said this isn't extensive.
Yeah. Don't focus on that. Really, I would focus on your course pack guide thing. Okay, so these ones don't get tripped up. Like these are good. Like don't let it trip you up. What I do is I start like if I see a pin right here, your instinct is like, okay, that kind of looks like here. But what I do is I start and label from where it tendinizes. That's the only way you're going to be able to follow it up. So like this one, you could think that these are the same if you just like very briefly look. So first of all, what is this bone? Yep, so this bone is the tibia. So yeah, you're right. So then you go right here and I look that this tendinizes onto that base of that first metatarsal. So we know that that's the tibialis anterior. So then I move laterally, and so this, I look at where it tendinizes on and it tendinizes onto the big toe. So what do we know like means big toe kind of in Spanish? Like yes, so, and are we extending or flexing with all these?
Extending.
Yes, so we're pulling our toes up. So what do you think the name of this muscle could be then? Yes. So first of all, I have tibialis anterior, extensor hallucis longus, and then these ones that span on 2 through 5. Yes. And you can look, so like although this one, I'm assuming they would have it like pinned like this, but this one, you can kind of get like a pin in here.
What is this one?
So, what do you,
To be honest.
yep. And so you can follow that right up to here. Do you want to come on this side?
Yeah. So much.
Yeah, so like if you can just see a little bit better now, this goes up, it tendinizes onto that base of that first metatarsal carpal, and it goes right here. Then we have extensor hallucis longus, extensor digitorum longus. So now moving moving laterally, what are those muscles that we gave an example in, thank you. We gave an example in class about the ones that like loop under or one that just stays. Yeah, so those are based, so do you guys remember where the brevis, how it was attached, and like its origin was attached more distally? So based on that, which one do you think the peroneus longus and brevis would be? So based on that, we literally have peroneus longus, Peroneus brevis. I hate myself. Okay, so you guys go really quickly, and we're gonna do Aaron's mechanism of how he goes.
Extensor horse's longest. Extensor digitorum longus. Peroneus longus. Peroneus brevis.
Amazing. That was like too good. Okay.
Would they point out the bottom of the foot on the Peroneus longus?
So it's too hard to see here. It's too deep. So what I'm distinguishing that from is physically origin point. So you can see that the longest is coming, like it's originating up here,
Yeah.
where we know that brevis, its origin is like halfway through. Like it starts low. I'm getting like body. Okay, so we're missing a few muscles right now. So we didn't go over the. And how did you know that? And
They're on the medial side.
they're on the medial side. So we follow medial side. I blink because I have test anxiety. And you're like, I've seen these a million times. What is, like, literally move your leg medially and be like, that's adducting. I know that these are the adductors. I'm gonna guess this looks longer. This is longest. This spans a bigger magnitude. Magnus.
Wait, where's adductor longus? Is that adductor brevis?
Adductor brevis we can't see.
Okay, so just longus and brevis.
Okay, but sorry, I should have distinguished this even more. So we have longest. Adductor magnus. Do you guys remember what this was? It's like that really.
Pectineus.
Yes. Pectineus right here. Okay, absolutely amazing. So just for Quiz Bowl,
Sartorius.
amazing.
Magnus. Adductor longus. Pectineus.
Okay, so you can see a few more. So we have the.
Iliopsoas.
That would be. Isn't the iliopsoas down there? Because that would be the psoas major. Am I wrong?
Psoas is like iliacus
Yeah.
and psoas major.
Right. So the iliopsoas is down here, right? Because this.
I've been saying that this is iliopsoas and this is iliacus. I could be wrong.
I thought this was a psoas. Okay. I could be. I was
But you
just
are
confused.
right, because like,
Because
psoas majors.
like it would be like that would be the iliopsoas, right? Because I don't know. I could be completely wrong.
Someone will Google it, like Google like the imaging. Like I know what you mean. Like that's a very good point, and I don't know all the answers. Sam, I'm pretty sure she told me that this is iliopsoas. Oh no, psoas major is over. Psoas major would be this. So this is the distinction. But I think you might be right that this might be iliopsoas. That might be psoas. Because this is either. I would say that this is psoas.
You gotta zoom in.
Wait, but don't get this yet. Hey, can you give me a shout out though at least? Yeah, so clarification is key on this one. Sam! Uh-oh, so we're in a dilemma. We had said earlier that this is the iliopsoas.
Psoas major, iliacus. Iliopsoas past this, like.
Okay. Psoas major. Great. Awesome. Nice catch. You just saved all of us points. on it.
Yeah, you did.
Amazing.
They're important to this.
Psoas major, iliopsoas. Then
So iliacus.
sorry, iliacus, and then in here you can see better iliopsoas.
So what is this one? Sorry, one more time.
Psoas major, iliacus. Psoas major would be right in.
I say, yeah, iliopsoas. As soon as they kind of pass this like hip line, it turns
Yeah.
to iliopsoas.
So
They
if
kind
you
of
guys want to come in here, I can show you what iliopsoas is. So this is iliopsoas.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Ah, so pretty. And then iliacus. Okay.
Can I show you a muscle?
Yeah.
Two actually. Psoas major.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, be like retake, and then follow me in here. I'm not kidding. So psoas major, iliacus,